Hello. This video will be going into detail about slave potter Peter Oliver from Old Salem and Dave the Potter, the most famous enslaved potter. Peter Oliver was born May 10th, 1766, and he came to Wachovia as an enslaved adolescent. He lived in the single brother's house, and the house purchased him in 1786. He was then baptized and given the Christian name Peter. During this time, the Moravian Church expected slaves to be obedient, and in return, masters were expected to treat them humanely. Old Salem is also not a plantation, and he was taught how to read and write. Moravians came from Pennsylvania before founding Salem, and many were originally from Germany, where there was no institution of slavery. This benefited Oliver, as he may not have had the opportunities he did if he lived on a plantation. Oliver was also able to buy his own freedom in 1800. The only piece that can truly be attributed, at least partially, to Oliver is this swirled slip decorated earthenware bowl. Likely constructed around 1795 in either Bethesda or Old Salem, Oliver likely helped form the walls of this bowl under the direction of Master Potter Rudolph Christ. Fragments of these types of bowls have been found in associations with both Christ pottery site at Bethesda, Lot B20, and Salem, Lot S39. David Drake, also known as Dave the Potter, Dave the Slave, was born in 1800 and is a famous potter and poet. Dave signed many of his pots, as he also knew how to read and write. He produced over 100,000 alkaline glazed stoneware jugs between the 1820s and 1870s. He worked in a pottery factory in Edgefield, South Carolina. While there is not much information about how he was treated, Dave's first owner, Harvey Drake, was a very religious man and likely taught several of his slaves to read and write so they could benefit from Bible teachings, evidence of at least some humane treatments. In addition, evidence suggests Dave may have lost his leg as a young man, better suiting him for sitting down work, such as pottery. Here are a couple images of the many jugs he created during his career. Overall, it's a shame African American potters have been silenced as much as they were. Their contributions have helped hundreds of people. It seems that humane treatment was important in being a potter, which is strongly tied in with religious values. Without humane treatment, it seems unlikely that the potters examined here would have had the opportunities they did. I wonder how much more would have been created if more enslaved Africans were given these opportunities. Thank you for listening to this presentation.